Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm out here once again with Hildegard, working on the food exercise. And here, I want to talk about this issue of getting a dog to let it go. Okay, so I want to talk about the issue of stinking thinking and how it is when a dog is bypassing, okay, the dog owner. And in terms of how the mind will jump over this issue of kind of basically what I call toll boothing, where they're kind of just putting a quarter in to continue forward, to get what they want. And you can see this through at a response level with many dogs as well. If you just pay attention to body language, what you see is even though a dog is doing maybe a great, what appears to be a great sit, or even a down, or certain responses, if you pay attention, okay, at the response level, you'll see how the dog will, look like they're just like a runner ready to sprint out of the starting gate, okay? And this is a problem, okay, because again, it's what I talk about, the issue of seeing, okay, the dog owner the right way, okay? Getting to a point of relaxation, okay, where the dog's mind isn't jumping that way, because again, this goes into the issue of, such as here with Hildegard, being possessive of food. And so again, the appearance that this is happening, as in the case here with Hildegard, is you hear that whining, the anticipation, saying, Dale, please move forward so I can eat my food, okay? And again, not a healthy way of thinking. So again, I talk about coming to a point of a hard stop, okay? And hard stop, even in terms, I use the example of like a dog will basically start to even card count, as I call it, in terms of, someone going into a casino, have that ability to be able to, count cards. But in this case with dogs, being able to count in terms of anticipating to such a level, saying, well, Dale moves forward anyway every, 5.5 seconds, okay? And you'll see it, okay? Dogs are amazing animals, but that still presents a problem because, once you have a relationship problem, once a dog already has a level of stinking thinking going on, this unhealthy way of thinking about food, other dogs, environments, then you need to bring it to a point where the dog is seeing you the right way. Everything's coming through you. You're what I refer to as the pivot point. Okay, so this whole pivot point issue comes down to, reversing course, but getting to a point here where, for Hildegard, starting to understand that, hey, everything comes through me, and through the dog, Hildegard's owner. Okay, so how this frames up right here, what I'm doing is really taking my time. And what I'm doing here too is I'm keeping a level of control. I talk about a baseline, but you'll see through the baseline, okay, through having intentional control happening through the leash, okay, that exposes the cards, okay, that exposes her state of mind. And so as I'm keeping the baseline there, it's bringing out this whining, it's bringing out this desperation, this desire and wanting to bypass me, okay? So the baseline reveals, but it also changes at the same time, okay? So keeping that level of control, intentional control, and then working, her mind in a way in which at moments that she's trying to, say, swivel her head towards the food, I'm able to increase the level of influence happening to, break that connection, okay? And so here, this is why I'm turned around opposite, away from the food, because she's at a level where you don't want to be front on. Here gives me the advantage. Just like in other dogs, if you watch the videos of me out here with Captain, and Lester and Captain, how I'm turned opposite initially, okay? Of course, everything comes together and starts to normalize, but here to get this resolved, this is the way to do it, is really delay. This isn't a point of issue of, trying to escalate anything at the same time, because she will get to eat, okay? That's the point. This isn't about withholding food. This is about framing it up the right way. So here I'm going to put it into a down. As I'm pushing, just to help her relax a little bit more. Now, even when she's in the down position like this, I'm going to keep that baseline. As I take my hand away from her shoulder, I'm keeping enough of a baseline there. Now she recognizes the baseline, and that's a good moment right there where she stretched out her legs and she went into a little bit better state of relaxation. Okay, but the baseline, the control is important to keep that going because that gives her comfort. Okay, that reveals, gives her comfort, helps to take the stress off, creates that, it starts to generate focus on me with, again, everything coming through me. okay? And that's I talk about, type of conversation that's happening through the method with those core ingredients, influence and control. So right here, this is a great moment right now where she's, starting to calm down, because I've taken it to a level now as I'm talking and really, taking my time, where she's starting to get this, say, well, this isn't just going to, happen that way, because you have to really, because here's the thing, the amount of possessiveness that's happening corresponds to how much you have to break this down this way to really take your time and get the dog to a point where they're like starting to let it go, saying, well, Dale's gone on here now for like over 5 minutes, and then the shakiness, we'll see that, and so how you'll see that happening through